Hi everyone, I'm Masoud from Iran. Today we are going to speak about the band descriptors, IELTS speaking. You need to know and understand the four categories. Let's take a look at the IELTS speaking band descriptors. The first category that the examiner is marking your speaking is fluency and cohesion. They will be marking you on: do you speak smoothly without long pauses? Do you produce new information? Do you link your ideas by using fluency markers? Fluency markers are both like, however, furthermore, also, as a result, consequently, so, unfortunately, for example, etc. Okay. You should be fluent not only in part 1 speaking but also in part 2 and part 3 speaking. Note that fluency is not speed, not too fast and not too slow. Unfortunately, some students are going to hurt their score when they try to speak too fast because their mouth is going too fast to their brain. Lexical resource, okay? The second category that we should think about is lexical resource. You will be doing a lot of vocabularies in your IELTS speaking. You should use linking vocabulary. You should use words that signal such as therefore, so, for example, nowadays, unfortunately, surprising, etc. You should use topic vocabulary, okay? Topic vocabulary that we use for particular topics. For example, topics about television, movies, and books, technology, and etc. You should use phrasal verbs such as look into, look onto, and etc. You should use a range of those. You don't just want to say it is really good or it's good or everything is good. You should make your answer better by using a range of synonym those of good. You can use fantastic, spectacular, awesome, tremendous, and etc. You will not get a high score unless you use a wide range of vocabulary accurately. And you do some simple things like paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is when you change the vocabulary or the words that they ask you in the question. For example, if they ask you, do you like to read? You should not say, yes, I love to read. I love to read. Also, your grammar is okay, but if you want to get a better score, you should say, yes, I love reading. Certainly, you will get a better score because you have changed the verb form. Or you can say, yes, I love doing that. When you start to learn vocabulary, it's really good to build vocabulary as you keep going, as you keep studying, but you don't have to sit down and try to study about 20 vocabulary words. Instead of doing that, it's better if you try to only learn maybe one or two vowels at a time and then immediately start using the vowels. Don't learn a list of 10 vowels and then think, oh, I've just learned the 10 vowels. You shouldn't do that. What you should do is to learn 2 vowels a day and start using those vowels right away by using those vowels often in sentence. Then you will find that you learn vowels more deeply, and the more you do it, the quicker your brain processes new vocabulary. The third thing that is very important, you're marking, forget about being perfect. You're not going to be perfect. Don't chase perfection. You never get it. So what can you do? Well, I would say that you should focus on the big mistakes that you are making usually. Those are verb tenses, article, and adjectives like I felt so bored, not boring, something like that. Another thing you need to pay your attention to is that subject-verb agreement. My father has a motorbike, not have a motorbike, okay? The fourth thing is very important in your mark, pronunciation. Pronunciation is probably the thing you use the most. The fact about pronunciation is that a lot of you need to know how badly it destroys your band score, even though your grammar and vocabulary are good. It really does. It kills. So you need to spend time practicing your pronunciation. Pronunciation is the easiest thing for you to fix in your English. How to be good at pronunciation? It's not magic, it's not intelligent, it's just focus, focus, and focus. You have to be precise and you have to practice pronunciation often. Work at it every day. Don't try to pronounce the vowels too fast. Thank you for your listening. If you have any question, please don't hesitate me and support and subscribe our channel with inviting your friends. Thank you again.